Today's podcast is brought to you by Quantrix Modeler Introductory Training, teaching the fundamental foundation that you need to become a Quantrix master. Go to quantrixauthority.com to learn more.
Show me how you do Quantrix.
Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Sincerely appreciate you joining me today for episode number 206, Recursion Using Variables or Variable Offsets. But before we get into this, I wanted to give you a quick update of Quantrix Dimensions Conference going on in Portland, Maine right now that I'm attending. It is absolutely fantastic. I hope that you will make it your goal to attend this conference next year at this time. It is worth the price of admission. Yesterday, we got a sneak peek into the latest and greatest version of Quantrix coming out next week. It's called Quantrix 2018 or version 2018, and it is fantastic. Some of the features that they have given us in this latest release will improve your lives and improve your modeling capabilities. And I hope that you'll come back and watch a couple episodes here in the next upcoming weeks that will reveal to you some of the fantastic improvements that the Quantrix team has made. So, molodets, as maybe the Russians would say to the Quantrix team. Anyway, episode number 206, Recursion Using Variables or Variable Offsets. I have here a basic model that has sales January through December by month, by year, and with it I have some receipts. And the way I'm calculating receipts is, let's say that I have sales of $6.99 in January, but I'm not really going to receive those receipts until March from a cash flow maybe perspective. So how do I want to do that? Every month I may have sales, but it's really 2 months later that I want to recognize that. Well, you can do that very straightforwardly and easily with a simple recursion formula in Quantrix, as we have here with sales month this minus 2. And if I were to go ahead and change 3, then you would see that in April that I'm recognizing January sales. In May, I'm recognizing February sales. But what if I want to make this number here a variable, because I want to look at some different scenarios and how it's going to impact maybe my statement of cash flows, how it's going to impact my business, right? I can't go in here and I can't say this and point to another matrix that has like receipt input variable or something like that. Quantrix does not accept that. So how can I make this a dynamic offset value, if you will? Well, you can do it using the valueat function and some indexing functions in Quantrix. So first off, I want to create an index of what position does January 2017, February 2017 equal in this array. And in order to do this, I'm just going to say index year month. An index year month is equal to hashtag year month. And you've seen me use that probably a number of times here at the Quantrix Authority. But what this does is it gives me numbers 1 through however many positions I have, this combination of year and month. Then what I do in order to bring back a value is I'm going to say receipts example 2. Receipts example 2 is equal to value at. What I want to bring back? Well, I want to bring back the sales, but I want to make sure that in my function here that I get the entire list of sales. So I get it across year and month. So I'm going to say year, month, sales. And what is my index? Well, my index is going to be year, month, index of year, month. But with that, I am going to take the index that I'm on, the month that I'm on, and I want to subtract some variable from that. In this case, I want to subtract 2 months. So I want to get 2 months back. So if I go ahead, or I want to get this variable back, right? So what I do is I take the year-month index of the year-month and I subtract this variable from here. And when I do that, and let's go ahead and let's change this to 3 so it matches what I have down here in this first receipts formula, you can see that indeed in April I'm going back 3 months and I'm getting January sales. In May, I'm going back 3 months and getting February sales. If I were to go ahead and change this to 2, then I would see that indeed I'm getting, in March, I'm getting 2 months back. I'm getting February and January, I'm getting January sales, so on and so forth. So this is how I would, at least one example of how you could use kind of a variable with some recursion, if you will, kind of a roundabout way. I know it's not using kind of these recursion commands within Quantrix, but really, I think this is a great way to be able to do this type of variable recursion. So I hope you find that useful. If you have any questions about Quantrix, I do hope that you'll reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love this tool. I want to make you a Quantrix master, so please join me again for another episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.